A British hostage is freed after being held in Iraq for 2.5 years. Peter Moore, an IT consultant from Lincolnshire, was released by his captors in Baghdad this morning.
Absolutely fantastic. I couldn't believe that I was speaking to him. He sounded really well, was cracking jokes.
Reports that the US government had intelligence about a Nigerian in Yemen weeks before the attempted Christmas Day attack. The mother of a 4-year-old girl shot dead yesterday in Hampshire has died of her injuries. And England's cricketers complete their thrashing of South Africa in the second test in Durban. Good evening. British hostage Peter Moore is said to be in good health tonight after being freed from over 2 years of captivity in Iraq. The IT consultant was kidnapped in May 2007 along with his 4 bodyguards. 3 are known to have died, but the fate of the 4th, Alan McMenemy, is still uncertain. The government's denied making any concessions to the hostage takers, but it's emerged tonight that a leading Shiite militant has been released from US custody. Here's our security correspondent, Frank Gardner.
From the murky backstreet world of Iraqi hostage-taking and negotiation, at last, some good news.
I've been held here for nearly 8 months now. I miss my family very much.
Peter Moore, the British IT expert from Lincoln, seen here in a hostage video, has been freed after 2.5 years in captivity.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
The government broke the news within hours.
I've just had a very moving conversation with Peter himself. Peter is in good health despite many months of captivity. He's undergoing careful medical checks, and he's going to be reunited with his family as soon as possible back in the UK. He's obviously, to put it mildly, absolutely delighted at his release.
It won't sink in, I don't think, until I actually touch him and see him, you know what I mean?
Peter Moore's adoptive parents, the Sweeneys, were told the news this morning.
I can't describe it. I just burst into tears and kept asking if it was true. I think it was just surreal.
Total denial from my point of view. Just could not believe it. Same as Pauline. You know, more than a couple of tears after 2.5 years. You know, a lot of stress going out of the system. Very hard.
He sounded really well, was cracking jokes, asked about Sam and Bethany, his stepbrother and sister, said that he'd seen quite a few of the appeal broadcasts which had kept him going and made him realise that, you know, people were out there fighting for him and that he hadn't been forgotten. It was brilliant to hear him, absolutely brilliant.
It was May 2007 when Peter Moore and his 4 security guards were seized from Baghdad's finance ministry. In December that year, the first hostage video was sent. In May 2008, the families pleaded to the kidnappers for the men's release. But in June this year, bodyguards Jason Creswell and Jason Swindlehurst were confirmed dead. In September, the body of Alec McLachlan was handed to the Iraqi authorities. The fate of the 4th bodyguard, Alan McMenemy, is uncertain, but the Foreign Office believes he too is dead. This story revolves around Camp Cropper, this US detention facility in Baghdad. Early today, the Americans finally released this man, Qais al-Khazali, to the Iraqi authorities. It's what the kidnappers had always demanded. So now Peter Moore is free, what advice do other ex-hostages have for him?
Anyone who's been through that experience, I would say to them, take it gently, take it one step at a time. Get your story out, tell it to a trained listener. Not everybody who goes through that sort of experience suffers from post-traumatic stress. Some do, some don't. But if you can get your story out, if you can begin to relate it to another, then you can manage it rather than being managed by it. And that's pretty good advice, I think.
Peter Moore, seen here before he went to Iraq, has had an incredibly lucky escape. Those sent to guard him were far less fortunate.